Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Neil Howard, here on Health Professional Radio. Thank you so much for joining us again. In this segment, we're going to be talking with Purvi Tailor. Joining us here is Vice President, Human Resources at Ferring Pharmaceuticals. She's going to discuss the company's brand new family building benefits package for all of its employees in the hope that other companies will follow suit. Welcome to Health Professional Radio. Purvi Tailor, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Neil. It's great to be here.
Well, as Vice President, Human Resources there at Ferring Pharmaceuticals, give us a brief look into your professional background, and then let's talk about why it's important that you presented this family package.
Sure. So, as you said, my name's Purvi Tailor. I'm with Ferring Pharmaceuticals. I've been in the HR world for over 25 years now, working across industries in the financial services as well as the healthcare world. And it's wonderful to be at Ferring at a time when we're launching such an exciting set of benefits related to fertility and building families.
In the past, what have been some of the challenges when trying to build a family and maintain the career and the job as well?
Yeah, I think there are so many challenges that women and men have, as they start families. And our package that we've recently launched does attempt to help people address some of those challenges. At the onset, I think the amount of paid leave that people are receiving across the country is often not enough to really provide the appropriate amount of bonding time, right, with their new child. Anyone who has experienced challenges with building their family, I think, can also appreciate that comes with a lot of financial challenges potentially, as well as the emotional piece of that can also be very, very hard. And, what we've attempted to do with our policy is launch something that's very, very expansive and aims to address many and potentially all of the challenges that people have today.
When you mentioned paid leave being one of the challenges, one of the hurdles, does this new package define leave as leave, or does it divide up leave, medical leave, family leave, bereavement leave, child care leave?
Yeah, so the policy does all of those things, actually. So let me give you a sense of what's included. The family building benefits that are part of the policy are very expansive. So from a leave perspective, it does include both the medical leave that would apply for the birthing parent, but also includes leave for the non-birthing parents. So in total, all employees at Ferring are eligible for 26 weeks of paid leave. And that, I think, is something that we did not do before. And so we want to make sure that we're recognizing the needs of new families by offering this extended period of time. And one of the things I also want to share is that our policy is very inclusive. So regardless of the role you have in the family, regardless of what your family structure is, we do provide that 26 weeks of paid leave to anyone who is welcoming a child into their home. Neil, you had also asked about leave related to loss of a child. The policy also has leave for miscarriages, as well as if you have a stillborn. Mm-hmm. So again, we're trying to cover all aspects of the types of leaves that would be potentially relevant for people trying to build their family.
As far as this leave being granted, is it automatically upon hiring? Is it something that needs to be accumulated after a certain period of time passes with your employment? Is it contingent upon evaluations or anything such as that?
No, it's not actually. The employees who work at Ferring are eligible for the leave as of their date of hire. Mm-hmm. And that includes all aspects of the leave, including the parental leave. Our policy also has financial support. That's part of it, and also includes efforts within the workplace to create a culture of awareness around family building and fertility challenges.
When you say financial support, are we talking not only the paid aspect from the company, or are we talking about other resources depending on what the employee's needs may be, other resources outside the company?
Yeah, this is one of the, I think, incredible things about the full end-to-end approach that we're taking. Not only does it include the parental leave, but there is also financial support for employees that are building their families, and this financial support is not capped. So it can be used for anything from fertility treatments like IVF. You can use it towards surrogacy, towards adoption. It can be applied towards egg freezing, any counseling that you might need as you're going through the journey. So again, as part of the expansive set of benefits that we're offering, our goal is to recognize that family building can be complex, and we want to make sure that we are offering that support to employees.
Is this benefits package a result of research into family building as it relates to a career, or was there feedback that you were getting on a periodic basis from people who were worried about juggling career and family or trying to build a family? What brought this change about?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And, there's a lot of dynamics, I think, that led us to this point. So let me touch on a couple of them. The core purpose of Ferring is to help people build their families and to live healthier lives. And, core to that is that, we also believe that everyone has the right to a family, regardless of who they are, where they live, or who they love. And, as a leader in reproductive medicine and maternal health, we know better than anybody that the journey to have a family can be complicated. We want to make sure that just as we support our patients in the journey, we want to make sure that our employees have that support as well. So part of it is, making sure that what we do as a company is available to our people. And the other piece I would say is, we're always looking to improve what we offer. We've always been a family-friendly workplace, and what this new set of benefits does is really builds on what we have, but offers a lot more to all of our people. When you look externally at statistics around birth rates for women in their 30s and their 40s, for example, we see that the birth rates are rising. We also see that 1 in 8 couples have trouble getting pregnant or sustaining the pregnancy, according to the CDC. So we have to take into account not only who we want to be as a company and what our purpose is, but also match that with what's happening externally. And, the world of work is changing, and I think how people build their families is changing as well.
Is there anything that you'd like to add for our listeners, and then give us a website where we can learn more?
Sure. So I would just say to listeners, I think that as we all continue to offer the employees different benefits, I'd like everyone to start to consider, what you offer for family building benefits, and just ask yourselves, is that enough? Is that meeting the needs of the people that work here? And is there a possibility for us to do more to support people in that journey, whatever that road takes? And in terms of where people can go to find out more, if you go to www.ferringusa.com to learn more.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you this morning. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neil Howard, in conversation with Purvi Tailor, Vice President, Human Resources at Ferring Pharmaceuticals. Audio copies of this program are available at hpr.fm and healthprofessionalradio.com.au. You can also subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Listen in, download at SoundCloud, and be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Health Professional Radio.